relationship while dating in your 30s. Oh my gosh, this is such a funny time because so many people are like concerned. They're like, how? Why are you single? And it's coming from a place and space of being like, take it as a compliment. Like, oh my gosh, you're so amazing and incredible. Like, how could you possibly be single? But this is what is wrong with the societal collective template and limiting beliefs, is that something is wrong. Like, they give you this timeline. It's like, if by 30 you're not married with kids, you are failing. It's like, okay, I have gold standards for my relationship, and I say gold, not high versus low, because it just doesn't feel right. So what are your gold standards for your relationship that you desire? Everyone that I've given this inner work to do, all my clients have literally manifested their dream person and dream relationship. And you might be like, okay, well then, have you? And yeah, I have manifested 3 relationships where I got really clear. I wrote down everything I desired in the person and the relationship. But as I evolved and grew, the parameters of the relationship evolved and grew too. So when I manifested the people, it's really cool to look back and be like, wow, that was an old version of me. And because I like hyper speed evolve and grow, if they're not on that hyper speed evolution and growth with me, it doesn't work. And like, they feel it and I feel it, and then it's whoop, ends, sadness, right? And onto the next evolution and growth. So what is this whole inner work to do? It is literally to be so clear with what your gold standards are for a relationship, for a person. So I'm not saying like, I mean, if having blue eyes is so important to you, then yes, write it down. But I'm talking more like the vibe. It's best friend vibes, #1 cheerleaders and fans, building and creating businesses together, power couple relationship, and inspirational love that people look at and they're like, I thought that only existed in the movies. I'm clearly explaining my gold standards in a relationship and the love. Like, I'm just so clear that that's what it is. That is my gold standard, little bullet points and lists. And I mean, there's obviously more things on that, like loves being on the water and boating, like passions and things that are really important to me that I would want to do and share that with a partner, like writing that down. We do fun manifesting, visualization, energy work together, and he digs it, and or at least is open to it. I mean, when you make this list, I also caveat they might not be that person yet. So always leaving space for them to grow into that person. So when you're clear with the relationship you desire, that is like a clear signal you're sending out into the universe. Clear, clean, you're tuning yourself to that frequency like a radio, and that is the signal that you're gonna get in. This works. It's worked in my life. It's going to continue to work into my life. I mean, I really should add that they grow and evolve with me, because I feel like that's where we've gotten stuck. That's where it's ended. And it's just like I keep growing and evolving, and they're just like, what the hell? So once you're clear with what you desire in a relationship, you're gonna hear some doubts and like, does this person really exist? And the societal collective like template and timeline is gonna be pushed on you. And it's so incestuous. People who are single, all they talk about is being single and there's no good people left and it's so hard to date. I'm gonna sound like your parent here, but change your attitude. Of course, if that is what you feel, that you're shaping your experience and your reality to be that way. You are that powerful. Understand the power of your subconscious mind and energy, and you will start to see, wow, I've created this not fun dating experience for myself. When dating in your 30s gets to be so fun. This gets to be fun because in your 30s, you actually know yourself. You know yourself, so you don't have to act or be like anyone you're not. So when you're actually dating people who know themselves and like, you'll know right away. That's why you probably go on a bunch of dates and it's like, nope, not vibe, nope, not vibe. And instead of getting down on yourself, you can be like, heck yeah, I know what my gold standards are and I'm so in tune with what feels good and what doesn't that I just know right away. And just look at that time as like fun. Like, what did you learn about that person? What did you learn about a relationship? Like, I got to see fearful avoidant attachment style in real time. I had learned about it, but now I have life experience about it. I'm like, interesting, wow. So now it's made me a better therapist and mentor with my clients when they're experiencing something and I'm like, okay, ding, 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 here we go. So it's still life school. You're still gaining so much from it. Stop looking at it as like wasted time, not fun. If you go in with like, this gets to be fun and enjoyable, you're gonna enjoy even the dates where you're like, no, that's not the right person for me, but still gain something from it. Like you had fun conversation. And if you're like, oh, I've just been dating for so long, or I hear two people in their 30s, they're like, coming out of long-term relationships, they're like, I don't know how to date. Again, that's just a story and a narrative. Like, what? That's like saying like you were sitting for 8 hours and now you don't know how to walk. It's just like, be you. You be you and decide that this gets to be fun. It gets to be a fun experience. You get to learn about yourself. You get to learn about other people. And when you're so clear with the desire of that gold standard relationship, it's just rooted in the foundation that, of course, it's coming. It's a stepping stone, and each relationship is a stepping stone. And I can look back on all my past situationships, sometimes I don't even call them relationships, and see how they've been stepping stones to be even more clear on the love and relationship that I desire, to get even more clear in who I am, to learn about people. Like, let this be fun and enjoyable, and tune out the noise of society being like, hey, there's no good people left, and all these limiting beliefs from others. Look at their life. Yeah, that is what they are attracting, and they're not having fun. It's like, I came here to have fun. I came here in this life to have fun, so dating gets to be fun. Yes, there's gonna be the flip side of that, and you have to hold the flip side of being like sad and disappointed and upset. Obviously, that's gonna happen if things don't work out and you wanted them to, but you know what? When you believe you are the one, you are the one, you are the one, you are the one for someone. That kind of rhymed. But it's like, you just need one person. We're like, there's no good people left. It's like, what? How many are you looking for? One. And if you follow what lights you up, where you go, where you get intuitive nudges to show up on, whether that is online dating apps, whether that is writing a comment here and someone else writes a comment back to you and then boop, you're married and engaged. Well, you get engaged first. Like, it's such a different, you act different, you be different, you show up different when you come from like a fun vibration, a trust in your gold standards. You wouldn't be gifted that desire for that relationship if it wasn't meant for you. It's just like, that's silly, but silly. If you have very intense limiting beliefs around love, past trauma around love, you grew up around seeing like love is painful, there might be deeper subconscious work you have to do. If after watching this, you're not lit up and feeling fun, or you are for a little bit and then like, boop, you go back down, plug back into this video, rewatch it, or deeper subconscious work, check out the description below for more support on that as well as, but if you can really let this truth sink into your heart, like listen to this with your full body, the love you desire, the relationship you desire, that gold standard, they exist. They exist, and you get to enjoy and have fun along the way. And all those dates.